We are officially 3 days out from the Twin Cities Marathon. Bruh, I can't even begin to comprehend how time literally flew by. When I started this training plan in June, middle of June, to now October 2nd, crazy. Today we had a tempo run. It was basically 5 minutes of warm up. I just had a nice jog pace. Then it was 15 minutes of tempo run, or as they call it, progressive run. So I started at a 5 out of 10 pace, and then 6 out of I think it was 5 out of 10 for 4 minutes, then 6 out of 10 for 3 minutes, then 7 out of 10 for 3 minutes or 2 minutes, and then 8 and 9 out of 10 for 1 minute, and then best effort for 1 minute, and that was the end of the workout. One thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about is that this week has been, I don't know, it's funny because a lot of people that I've seen on TikTok that are running the marathon are having a lot of thoughts, feelings and emotions on, obviously marathon week and the marathon on Sunday. But for me in particular, yesterday, the past couple of days, I've been running outside, and my right knee has been bothering me a little bit, which I think it is runner's knee, but I'm doing my best to, hydrate, stretch, warm up, and do everything necessary to heal this knee, because the last thing I want is for Sunday to come around and a mile into the marathon, my knee starts hurting me. So we're being proactive in taking care of that knee, putting that out of my mind. I'm not getting too overwhelmed or too stressed about the knee. I'm just focusing on getting my runs in, stretching, hydrating. I got Gatorade, I got water here. And another thing that I wanted to highlight, when it comes to hydration, this week has been, just to give you guys some context, at the beginning of the week, I look at the weather, and the weather said that for Sunday was going to be 55% of the area was going to be raining and lightning. They sent us an email, I believe it was yesterday, letting us know, hey, we're monitoring the weather, and based on the national whatever weather organization, the weather for Sunday, it's at a yellow. So the stages are like yellow is not ideal conditions, red is like not ideal, and then black is like cancel the marathon. So we're at a yellow, and I think they were saying that it could go to red. So they're monitoring the next couple of days. I think they're gonna send an email tomorrow to let us know what the latest update is. As long as it's happening, I don't care if it's running, I don't care if it's not running, raining or heat wise, I just want to run. But saying that, today in preparation for the marathon, I've acquired a couple of things. I did a few yesterday, but I ended up purchasing more today. So I went to the Mill City running store here in Minneapolis, which is close to where we are at, where we're living. And I got a bunch of Go Gels for the marathon, because yes, it's good to hydrate with electrolytes, sodium, all those things, but these are gonna be huge when it comes to every 30 to 45 minutes having one of these. So let me just set this up real quick, because I have a lot of them. Because my plan, obviously, the marathon, for me, it'll be between, 3.5 hours to 4.5 hours. That's kind of the range where I'm seeing myself at right now. It could be better, it could be worse. I'm honestly not focusing on that. But let me just set it up here so you guys can see all the Go Gels that I bought. So let me turn on the light so you guys can see. Let me see if it'll be crazier. But there we go. All right, so I bought all these Go Gels. So we have 3, 5, 7, 8, 10, 12. So we got a total of 12 Go Gels. They recommend to take about one Go Gel every 30 to 45 minutes. So I'm thinking this could be an hour, this could be 2 hours, 3 hours, etc. So I prepare myself just in case and have different flavors. I think I've tried this before and you guys have seen it. It's the Honey Stinger Fruit Smoothie Energy Gel. This one I believe doesn't have, it doesn't say anywhere whether it has caffeine or not. I don't think it does. Yeah, it doesn't say. So I've tried this one before. I got the Cherry Lime. This one actually has caffeine. As you can see, it has 35 milligrams of caffeine. This one has no caffeine. Raspberry lemonade, different style. This one doesn't have caffeine, so these ones don't have caffeine. This one has caffeine. Blueberry pomegranate. This one has caffeine. Raspberry. Actually, this. Now we go. So raspberry lemonade. Both of these raspberry lemonade. Both of these no caffeine for both of these. No caffeine, no caffeine. So I just got 2 of the caffeine ones. And we got lemonade, strawberry kiwi, raspberry lemonade, fruit smoothie, cherry lime, blueberry pomegranate. So they said, ooh, this is crazy. Wait, let me fix this real quick. There we go. They say that you could take one of those caffeines. They said about 2 or 50 milligrams to 100 milligrams of caffeine during your run if it's going to be anywhere above an hour and 30 minutes. So my run is definitely going to be more than an hour and 30 minutes. But it's good to have these Go Gels ready because I will probably start with a few of them. And I'm actually going to run in my Nike run tights. So I'm going to try and put these here. See if I can, how much I can. Yeah, so two of them can fit in a pocket. Obviously, I don't want to stack a lot of them because I will be planning with Corbin where kind of the not stopping points, but the landmarks where I'm gonna see her, and maybe I can get some of the Go Gels, or maybe I can get a bottle with electrolytes and things of that nature to continue to hydrate. But it's good to know that 2 of these can fit comfortably in my Nike tights, so that way I can have those while I'm running. Boom, opening, boom, onto the next. So that's what I ended up purchasing. So we're good with the hydration aspect of it. Although on Friday, which is tomorrow, or Saturday, I might go again to the Mill City running store to see, because I've heard of salt tabs that they recommend for races. I might go and ask if that's something that they recommend. But for now, we have the Go Gels, which I'm happy about. I also purchased, because my feet, I haven't taken care of my feet at all, massaging my feet, nothing. So I got this lacrosse ball. It was actually $4 at the Mill City running store, so that I can roll my feet with these balls and release some of the tension, some of the stress that my feet have been going through for this entire training plan, and obviously ahead of running for 3.5 to 4.5 hours for the marathon. So this right here is gonna be super clutch. I already started using it earlier today. I was like watching TV with Corbin, and I was rolling it on one of my feet and then on the other one. So this is gonna be huge. This is gonna be clutch. So we got that, and obviously all the Go Gels, which a lot of them, because the last thing you want is to be dehydrated or get a cramp because you didn't get your hydration. So we got that, and that's pretty much my day today. Yesterday I did a run, and then for the rest of the day I just spent it with Corbin. We watched TV and relaxed pretty much the entire day. Today we did a lot of cleaning, and actually before I hit the shower, because we have company over, some of my coworkers from the stadium are actually stopping by, and we're hanging out for a little bit, watching the football game that's happening tonight. I don't even know who's playing, but I wanted to show you guys, because remember in the previous episode 4, I said we changed the layout of the apartment. Let me show you guys what the layout is. So, for context, in the past, if you've been watching my channel, you know that the TV and the TV stand used to be here on this wall. Obviously, because it's a huge wall, the TV, I don't know, was perfectly. But one thing that we realized is because of the windows that you'll see now, whenever during the day we wanted to watch TV, the sun will, through the blinds, through the windows, will hit and reflect on the TV, and it would be hard to see anything on the TV during the day. So we had to like close the blinds in order to see the TV. So we decided to change the layout, and this is our current layout. Let me know what your thoughts are. Let me move this out of the way so you guys can actually see. So look at how, isn't it cozier? We also took the huge, let me give you guys also, well, this is second room. We cleaned it after a while. That was the huge lamp that was in the living room. We broke it down because it doesn't fit with the setup that we currently now have, the change that we made. So we just have that lamp there. Don't know what we're gonna do with it, but we're gonna keep it there. And then, yeah, this is our second room. But going back to the living room, look at this. You come in from the hallway, and then boom, you got the couch right here. Obviously, the rug, we kind of pushed it that way. And then you have the TV right there with that lamp used to be in the second room. And then the other one used to be here overarching the couch, which was on that side, but now it's on this side. But look at how nice the view. You're right here, boom, watching some TV. You can barely see it, but let me see if I can. Oh yeah, you can't see it. It looks crazy. But now we can see the TV, boom, and then we can see the window. You can't see it, but trust me, the view is spectacular. So we decided to do this to kind of mix things up. Corbin was a little bit iffy about it. She wasn't sure if this setup was gonna be cozier than the other one, because the other one, there was more space in this area. As you're walking, there was a lot of space because the TV was against this wall. So there was a huge path in this area. And then obviously the couch was like an L this way. So there was plenty of space for us to walk, but now it's different. You still got a path here. And here, this is the only thing that's kind of a little bit iffy, that if we put the seat a little bit back, then it hits the couch. But we rarely sit on these. But yeah, that's pretty much the setup. Let me know your thoughts. Do you think this is more cozier than what it used to be? But I think it is really nice. Let me walk you over here so you guys can get a different perspective. Boom. Don't mind this. We got chips. We got chips and onion dip, chips and salsa and queso, crackers. We have cheese, cookies, and things for the peeps when they come over a little bit later. But yeah, that's pretty much the setup, which I'm very, very happy about. I'm very proud. Corbin has also enjoyed it as well. And it's nice that we're still in the same apartment, but we switched something up, and that makes it a little bit different, a little bit unique for us. I don't know. So yeah, we got that. Also, before I go shower, we bought this at Corbin, what was the name of the store? Corbin? She might be in the bathroom. The other day, or last weekend, we went to a store that Corbin wanted to go to. I forgot what the name was. And they had these puzzle posts. It's an escape room in an envelope. This one is called The Deceit, and it's throw yourself into New York's celebrity chef scene, a lavish world of fine dining extravaganza and drama. Solve the puzzles and save Chef Abigail Ream's career before it's too late. And this is about 60 to 90 minutes, ages 14 plus, 1 to 8 people can play. And it's perfect entertainment for families, dinner parties, get-togethers. So we're actually gonna play this with my coworkers. So I think that'll be pretty sick. And yeah, that's pretty much what we're gonna do today. Thursday. It is Thursday, like I mentioned, October 2nd. We're 3 days away from the Twin Cities Marathon, which is crazy, man. Yeah, so I got a lot of emotions in my head. I'm trying to keep, my mentality even keel, not worry about the weather. We'll get updates when we get them. And these next couple days, obviously carb up or carb load. I gotta eat pasta, pancakes, things that'll help carb up the body for the race, because that's what I've been hearing people and experts talk about, carb loading for the marathon. So I'm learning bits and pieces on how to get better, because obviously this is my first marathon and I want to do a great job, and maybe it'll be the beginning of me running even more marathons. We'll see, because I'm competitive. Once I get to the start line or my corral, which I already got my corral, I already got my bib number, but I won't spoil those until tomorrow or Saturday when Corbin and I go to the expo to pick those up. I'm gonna document that as well, because it'll be cool to see the expo, walk around, see the different booths, see if there's any free stuff, or I don't know, just be a part of the atmosphere for the weekend, because it is the entire weekend. I believe Friday there's like a 5K or 10K, and then or 10K is on Saturday, and then the marathon, or 10K is on Friday, half marathon tomorrow or Saturday, and then marathon is on Sunday to close the weekend out. So I'm gonna continue to document it, and yeah, that's pretty much the latest update. On top of all of that, yesterday I didn't film because I ended up not getting the let me just set you guys up real quick. I know this clip is really long, trust me. I'm working on being more concise, but I'm really excited because even though when we went to the Apple store yesterday, they didn't have the phone that I want. So I want to buy myself an iPhone 17 Pro Max. They didn't have it in stock at the store, and I think they had a couple of colors, or one of the colors in iPhone 17 Pro. But I didn't want to bite the bullet and buy something because it was available. I want to make sure to take my time and buy it when it arrives. So right now I have the iPhone. Let me show you guys real quick. I have the iPhone 13, and I've had this phone for 2+ years. I got it in January of 2023. It's September of 2025. And obviously with getting a new job, but more importantly, this marathon, I wanted to make an investment not only in myself. I rarely buy myself things, clothes, shoes, anything. I rarely buy myself things. So I said, all right, one thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna invest in a phone, because that phone can be used for content, short form videos. It can be used for YouTube videos. And I have a lot of ideas for the marathon on Sunday to document it on the phone. So I say that to say, they told me to look online and see if when I go to the Apple store online, it tells me that I could pick it up at the store. If it says I can pick it up, that means that it's available. They said to check Friday or Saturday to check and see if it's in store, and either order it and go pick it up, or actually go to the store and buy it there. So I'll probably do that tomorrow or Saturday, which I'm really excited because like I mentioned, I don't buy myself things. So it'll be nice to make that investment into myself as a little reward, and to document the marathon, because I got some cool ideas in my brain of how can I document my first marathon, so that if you haven't ran a marathon before, or if you've ran a marathon before, you can get a little bit of insight on what it feels like, the atmosphere, the emotions before, during, and even after the race. So that's another thing that I have in store, no pun intended, to potentially do tomorrow or Saturday. I also got to get a haircut, so I got to schedule that appointment. Hopefully they have openings tomorrow or Saturday. And then obviously go to the expo, pick up my bib and all that tomorrow or Saturday. So tomorrow and Saturday, even though I've said that there's a lot of things that I want to do and it's already in the plans, I'm going to try and take a deep breath and just enjoy the moment. The training is done. I just got a couple more runs and then the marathon is here. I'm going to enjoy it as much as possible and be present, because you only run the marathon for the first time once. So I want to make sure that I am present in the moment, not focus too much on the pace and like the time, but more on the effort, more on the, feeling of satisfaction and gratitude to be able to run, to be able to, have the support from strangers and from Corbin and even some of my coworkers at the stadium said, hey, let me know. I might go see you at one of the points in the race. So to have that support, and marathon is one of those few times that everyone comes together, whether you're running or you're there cheering someone or you're there to support because it's in front of your house, so you're going to be in the front yard cheering people on. Whatever the case may be, it's one of those rare times where all of us come together and have a lot of positive energy, a lot of encouragement, a lot of perspective, because there's a lot of people running for different, causes and different stages in their life. Maybe it's their first marathon like myself, maybe it's their last marathon. And I'm definitely going to take all that in. And I know this is a huge, long, 20-something minute clip, but I just wanted to start this video kind of setting the precedent for what's to come. For this episode in particular, this will be today and tomorrow, because I didn't film yesterday, Wednesday. My thought was I was going to get a phone yesterday, but I ended up not getting. So today and tomorrow I'll be filming for this episode. Saturday, which the expo is Friday and Saturday, so worst comes to worst, I'll push the expo and picking up my bib on Saturday, and marathon on Sunday. So it's getting close, man. I'm excited. I know that it's going to be the most pain, both mental and physical challenge of my entire life, but I'm excited that I'm running for a cause. I'm running for children's cancer research. And like I said in my previous episode, the pain that I'll go through in the marathon doesn't even compare to the pain and the struggle that family and children, go through with cancer. So that is something that I'm also glad that I'm a part of supporting, because our team is actually going to be taking a picture together before the race on Sunday. So it'll be exciting to kind of capture that moment and see the people that are in my team that I haven't necessarily interacted with, but we're all running for a cause, we're all running for purpose, and that's something that fills my heart with joy. Today I actually have the watch arriving. I got a haircut. I got to do that 15-minute run once the watch gets here. So I'll do a nice unboxing of the watch, and then we'll do those 15 minutes. I think I'm just going to do those 15 minutes on the treadmill upstairs, because it looks like it's going to rain. And I don't want to go anywhere to run outside and then have to walk back. I just want to be in my home, in my apartment. So we're going to do that. And then, I don't know if I even mentioned this, I wanted to upgrade to a new phone, because I've had this iPhone 13 for over 2 years. I got it in January of 23, and this is actually a iPhone 13. I don't know if it's deep blue, but it's kind of like a bluish color, as you can see. And I've had this for a little over 2 years. I rarely buy myself things, and I say, you know what? I think it'd be a great investment for me to level up my phone. because then that'll level up the quality of the content, not only for YouTube, but also short form videos on social media. And I went with Corbin on Wednesday. I think was it Wednesday? I believe it was Wednesday. We went to the Apple store nearby, and they didn't have the phone that I wanted, which is an iPhone 17 Pro Max. They didn't have it in store, so they said to check online, and if online it tell you could pick it up at a store, that means that it's available, and I could either order it online and pick it up, or I could go in person and get it there. So earlier today, after I got my haircut done, I went into the Apple store online and found that they had an iPhone 17 Pro Max. And I'm not going to say the color. I'm going to let you guys comment down below what color you guys think that I got. I put a poll on social media on my Instagram to see what people like, whether they like the orange one, which has been very popular, whether they like the deep blue one, or whether they like the standard silver one. And I think it was deep blue was the one that won the poll. But yeah, I won't tell you what color I got. We'll do the unboxing later when I get it. But I'm really excited that there was one available. So I was like doing it online because I got to do it through my carrier because I have AT&T. So I'm like making sure that everything's good and ordering it. So I was able to order it and it's ready for pickup. I put the pickup like around 4 p.m. so that way I got time to get the watch, run, shower, get ready, and then do that. Because I also got to run errand for Corbin. I got to get poster boards because she's planning on doing posters for the marathon. So I got to do that and then also pick up the phone. But I am excited to just get a new phone. I don't oftentimes buy myself things, and I thought that this was a great opportunity with me starting a new job to get a new phone and a better camera. But I'm excited. I can't tell you how excited I am. I've seen obviously all the videos on social media of, the iPhone, the new iPhone and all those things. And I know that there's not a huge difference from the 16 or the 15. But I just want it to be at least the most up-to-date on technology because I know that the quality is going to be top tier with the 48 megapixel lenses and the ability to zoom in up to plus the ability to record myself and also the back camera as well simultaneously. So let's say if I want to show you something, I can show you my reaction while I'm filming what I'm showing you. So that way you can be a part of what I'm showing without me having to flip the camera and have to point for you. I'm really excited to try it out. And obviously one of the selling points for me is the fact that I can be holding the phone vertically, but there's a feature because of the camera sensor is a square. It allows for you to film horizontal while holding the phone vertical. So let's say, I'm not trying to give you insights into my ideas, but let's say if I'm running the marathon and I want to film myself, I can press the feature and it's filming horizontal, but I'm still holding the phone vertical. Because it's easier to run holding the phone vertical instead of holding the phone like sideways. Or I don't know, maybe in my mind, it's easier to hold it like this than to hold it like this. I don't know. But I am excited to try it out and see how it looks and maybe implement that and take you guys along the journey of the marathon. So that's what's going to be happening a little bit later today. I've just been chilling, relaxing, watching some YouTube videos, keeping an eye on the watch and when it arrives so that way I can get it picked up, start setting it up, unboxing it, and then go on a 15-minute run. And that's pretty much this afternoon. I'm trying not to think too much about the marathon, although I got an email, which this past week I've been I was debating whether or not I wanted a finish line photo or a photo during the race. And I got an email today and said your last chance to purchase, photos for the Twin Cities Marathon along your path. And I don't know if it's at the finish line too, but I was like, oh, I think that'd be cool to have photos there, because I'm planning on doing like a nice frame where I have my bib, I have my medal, I have the photo, I have my race time, because I also order that. There's a magnet that you can order to put on the medal where it says your name and then your time that you did the marathon. So I ordered that as well. And I'm just gonna do a nice frame for my first ever marathon, the Twin Cities Marathon 2025. So I am extremely excited. So I ended up getting that this morning. So there will be someone taking pictures of me throughout the race, and hopefully I can get a picture at the finish line, because that'll be sick if I can get a picture with the time up top. And I don't know what I'm gonna do in the finish line, if I'm gonna have energy to be like, let's go, or do anything. But I'm excited that I was able to get that and document it as much as possible. Obviously, this is my first marathon, so I'm learning as I go. I already told you guys yesterday that I have my gels, which will be huge for my hydration and me getting some sodium in and some caffeine during the race. I also have plenty of Gatorade here for electrolytes. I haven't gotten the salt tabs, and I don't think I'll get salt tabs. I think I'm just gonna take some of the Himalayan salt, pink salt, and then put it in the Gatorades, just for hydration purposes. So do that. So I'm doing my best when it comes to preparation. Right now while I'm talking to you guys, I'm using the lacrosse ball just to take care of my feet, because it'll be a lot of wear and tear for 26.2 miles on the road. There's going to be like inclines, declines. For the most part, it'll be flat, but it's always good to take care of your feet, because those are your wheels, that's what you're running on, your feet, and then obviously your shoes. And I already have the insoles. I've been training with the Brooks shoes that you've seen in previous episodes. I've been running with them for about a month or so, a month and a half. So I feel good on the shoes. I feel good with the insole, and I'm really excited. And obviously tomorrow, I could have picked up the bib today, but I'm just gonna pick it up tomorrow and just enjoy the expo tomorrow with Corbin and walk around and take you guys along. That'll be the next episode of this marathon series. But for now, I'm just gonna continue to take care of my feet. I'll probably just do some light stretching, continue watching some YouTube videos just to relax. It's about 1 p.m. So I'm gonna eat something, see if there's anything that I can make that is quick, maybe like a sandwich or something. And then for dinner today, Corbin and I are thinking of doing pork chops, rice and beans. So that'll be a nice meal. And then tomorrow, obviously before the race, I want to do carb as much as possible. So I'm gonna be eating pancakes for breakfast tomorrow, and then I don't know for lunch what I'll eat, but for dinner for sure, pasta or spaghetti, maybe some chicken or something for protein. And that's kind of the plan for today and tomorrow as far as nutrition goes. Obviously, drinking a shit ton of water, drinking Gatorades during my workouts or after my workouts as well, and just making sure that my body is as hydrated as possible the next couple of days. I don't know right now what the weather's gonna look like. I looked at today and it said it was gonna be between 57 to 81 degrees, windy. So we'll see what happens the day of the race when it comes to weather. But I'm just gonna enjoy the journey, take you guys along throughout, and it'll be fun. It'll be a new challenge, but I'm excited about it. Anywho, too much talking on this video, but I just want to update you guys. Sometimes I ramble a lot because I get too excited about something, and I'm really excited about this marathon. Really excited about getting my Corals watch, getting the iPhone later today, and just enjoying life, documenting, not being too stressed out about the marathon and oh my God, 26.2 miles. Not thinking about none of that. Just taking it one day at a time, as I've always said, not only on this marathon series, but also on my YouTube videos. I always try to focus on taking it one day at a time, one step at a time. And that's the approach these next 2 days of marathon. Today, Saturday, and then Sunday. Because that's the only thing that you can do. If you start stressing out about the weather, about 26.2 miles, my knee hurts a little bit today, and then you start, those things will come to your head when you're in the depths of the marathon halfway through. So I'm not trying to like focus on any of those. I'm just gonna focus on enjoying it, doing the best effort that I can, and being present in my surroundings. There's going to be people all throughout the marathon path cheering people on, having costumes, having posters, little kids, older folks. Like, everyone is gonna be tuning into this marathon. I'm potentially gonna have co-workers see me during the path. I'm gonna have Corbin and maybe her family that I'll be able to see at certain points of the path. So it's one of those moments in life where you feel like you have a lot of support, not only from people you know, but from strangers. And it's just a beautiful thing because a lot of people are running for different causes. And it's just a beautiful sight, and I'm glad to be a part of it. I'm excited to do the race and also get it over with and see how I do and go from there. But yeah, let's cut this talking portion short because it's like 18 minutes of talking, and I've already did 15 minutes yesterday of talking, and that's already like 33 minutes. And I'm trying to keep these videos below an hour. That's what I'm working on. But yeah, I'll catch up with you guys either before I go running. Once I get the watch, we can do a nice little unboxing, go hit that 15-minute workout, and then come back. So we'll see each other again soon. Many hours have passed since you and I last spoke earlier today, around 2 p.m., 3 p.m. A couple things arrived. First, my watch. Finally, and you already know the story. It was supposed to arrive tomorrow, Saturday, by 9 p.m., which is the day before the marathon. Luckily, it came in clutch, and it actually arrived today. So look at how beautiful this watch looks. So this is the Coyotes Pace 3 GPS watch. Look how beautiful it is. And I got it in the white strap silicone, because the other one, I forgot what other strap they had, but it was silicone, and then it was the leather material or something. This one I thought it would be better for running and sweat and all that, because silicone, it's easier to wash or clean. So I ended up getting the white, and it's also pretty cool, something different rather than having like the normal black strap for most of the watches. I got the white one. So let's open this up, which I already opened it up, but I just wanted to show it to you guys how beautiful it is and how it came. I already set it up with my phone and everything, but do a nice little unboxing here. Boom. Open it here. Has the Coyotes. Let me put it here towards the light so you guys can see. There we go. Coyotes right here with the brand logo, and then boom, it has here. Actually, let me just break this. When I opened it for the first time, I was like, let me not break it, because I wanted to show it to my people before throwing it away. So I wanted to do an unboxing, but this is the most unprofessional unboxing. So yeah, it has a product safety little paper. It has the instructions, and this is how I kind of set up my watch and also synchronize it with my phone. The quick start guide with the instruction. You get Coyotes stickers, which is pretty cool. You got one here, and then I don't know if you can see Trying to see, you can barely can see. Oh yeah, right here. Here's another one, Coros. Little black or white transparent logo. User guide, manual things. This one is a reflective sticker. Explore perfection. And then look right here, Eliud Kipchoge. This guy right here is the main reason that I bought this specific watch instead of the Garmin watch, because I was like, all right, what is the best of the best using? I want that. So Eliud Kipchoge, this is pretty cool because he's actually a brand ambassador for Coros. So that's pretty sick. And it says here, before I reveal the watch, it says explore perfection at the bottom. Let me show it right here. At the bottom here, it says explore perfection. And this is the watch. Like I mentioned, it's already set up. Look at how beautiful this watch looks. It is obviously, as you can see, it is midnight, so it's quite late. Saturday, October 10th. So you got the date and the time. You got the battery. It has 77% battery, and then a bunch of things. You gotta like press the top button to unlock it, and then you can. I'm still learning how to do this, but you can toggle between different settings: weather, recovery, daily activity. And if you tap, and you can kind of scroll with this button right here, or you can also just, it's a touch screen, so which is pretty cool. As you can see, it has the run, it has track run. Let me see. I don't know if you guys can see. This is literally, let's see if I can show it to you guys. Yeah, I'm not good at this. But yeah, it gives you like a track run, indoor run, trail run, cardio, the gym, hike, and other cool features. So this is, and it seems like it's very small, but obviously it's silicone, so it can kind of stretch a little bit. So let me put it on for you guys. Man, it looks so beautiful. Here it is, boom. This is the Coros Pace 3, and let me just flip it so you guys can see the sensor right there. And it just says Coros Pace 3, heart rate. This is how they track the heart rate and all that fun stuff. So look at how clean it looks. I'm excited to have this for the marathon. Let me see how this goes. Yeah, this actually goes this way or this way. Yeah, this way. Okay. Like I said, I'm new to all this, so don't mind me being a rookie at this. And there we go. We put it on the thing. Not me struggling to put this watch. Alright, it shouldn't be that hard. There we go. There. Oh, look, it has a boom. Look at. I feel like I'm Shador Sanders. Hey, but instead of a Rolly, is my Coros Pace 3. I'm gonna be like, be running the marathon. Let me look at my time. Let me look at my pace. See how clean it looks? Look at this, right? It looks clean. Look at this. I mean, obviously this is a regular watch, but the black strap, it's clean though. I'm not gonna lie. Black strap for the watches, it's clean. But look at this, man. It's just different. I just fell in love with it when I saw it, and obviously the face is beautiful. It tells you the time, and you can kind of customize the face to whatever information you wanted to show. I'm really excited, and I'm glad that this actually came in the mail today before the marathon, because tomorrow I'm gonna be doing a shakeout run, also my 15-minute run, because I wasn't able to do it today. I'm gonna do it tomorrow and test this bad boy out just to see what the pace looks like and all the fun stuff. So like I mentioned, I already set it up with the phone, with the Nike Run Club app, which is the app that I've been using for all my training for this marathon. So that's the watch. Now I picked it up. We got the bag right here. I picked it up at about 4 p.m. today. This right here is my new phone. And obviously I haven't told you guys, but if you guys have seen my Instagram, or if you follow me on Instagram, right here, you probably already saw what color I chose, but I'm gonna do a little teaser right here. I literally don't have anything else. I didn't get Apple Care. I was like, yeah, I'm not paying for Apple Care. I take care of my phones pretty well. Like even my 13, the one that I have, it's in good condition. So I could have traded in or whatever. It's a good phone, and I'm still probably gonna keep it as an extra phone just in case, or camera or storage, etc. But I ended up purchasing this one. I ordered. Corbin ordered a case for it on Amazon, so it is express shipped tomorrow, as well as a screensaver for the marathon, because I am planning on obviously running with the watch, but also running with the phone, because I think it'd be sick to be able to, film my first ever marathon and document every step of the way from mile 1 to mile 26.2. I think that'll be pretty sick for you guys to see, and for me to capture and have it for my family, because my family's not going to be here in Minneapolis, so that they can be a part of the marathon journey, my first ever marathon with me. So without further ado, just to give you guys some context, I ordered the iPhone 17 Pro Max. Now, if you know me, let me show you real quick. This is my current phone. I've had it since 2013. 2023. I have this phone since 2023, and it's served its purpose very well. 2+ years, I already paid the device off, and I just pay my monthly for my phone plan with AT&T. But it was time to upgrade, and I'm glad that it was the perfect storm for me to get a new phone. The marathon's coming. I'm starting a new job, so it's kind of like a new beginnings in every aspect of the word. So I've been using this. This one, I believe, is a iPhone 13. I don't know exactly the specs. Let me see. 128 gigs. This is when back in the, how it used to be like 8 gigs, 16, 32, 64, 128, and then now it's 128 gigs for capacity. It's not even a thing, because now the phones are 256 gigs, 512 gigabytes, 1 terabyte, and then 2 terabyte is the most expensive one. So this one, iPhone 13, was 128 gigs, and I ran out of storage, so I've been paying $10 a month to Apple for extra storage. Luckily, with this new purchase, I don't have to pay $10 a month, although I are already paying a little bit more than this phone. But hey, free money or boy math, I don't know. But yeah, so this one is an iPhone 17 Pro Max, 1 terabyte. So I was originally debating whether I wanted to get 256 or 512, just because I do plan on using it for social media, my content, and to start taking more pictures, because I honestly haven't taken a lot of pictures of anything, barely. You know, sometimes every now and then I take pictures, but I've never been one to take pictures of myself. I already kind of show you guys. Actually, let me just show you, and then we'll talk about the phone and everything. Here it is. Look at this beauty. iPhone 17 Pro Max, deep blue color. And let me give you guys a little unboxing. Don't mind me if I'm like blinking. It's like midnight, so I'm fairly tired. But let me give you an unboxing. Here we go. Look at how beautiful this phone is. I'm really happy, and I'm content with this purchase. The silver, I was a little bit on the fence. It looked clean though, not gonna lie, it looked clean, but there was just something about it that it didn't speak to me. The orange one, initially when Apple released the iPhone 17 Pro, I was like, oh damn, that looks sick. That orange, or the cosmic orange as they call it, I was like, that's pretty cool. I would buy that one. Then when I went to the store a few days ago, I'm like, I don't know how I feel if I want to have an orange phone. And I ended up going with the deep blue, because if you know, or if you don't know, red is my favorite color, but a close second is blue. And this is close to blue because it's a deep blue. So it's in the family of the blues. And I ended up going with this. Obviously, let me just do this. Boom. I'm doing it carefully because I don't have a case. Like I mentioned, the case arrives tomorrow. Let's do this little, little ASMR for you. And then here it is, boom. Obviously this is a photo of me and Corbin, beautiful. This is the iPhone 17 Pro Max. And honestly, I was a little bit skeptic of getting a bigger phone because I'm used to the regular size phone, and if you put them side by side, the iPhone 17 Pro Max is clearly about maybe an inch bigger in length. Pause. And yeah, but as far as thickness, it's almost pretty even. This one is a little bit more bulkier, and obviously it has the the camera and has everything at the top, because in the past they would have the battery and everything in the middle right here, spread throughout the entire phone. Now with the iPhone 17 Pro, or even all the iPhones, even the Air, they have the battery and everything up here, because then the vapor chamber, it's right here with, I think, some sort of liquid that keeps the phone cooler. So that way it doesn't overheat and shut down or anything like that. So that's why this area is more emptier and less bulkier than the top. As you can see, the kind of camera area kind of extends out a little bit, which I don't mind it, but if you don't have a case, your camera is gonna be exposed to the surfaces. But I'm getting a case tomorrow. I already got a case. Well, it's getting shipped tomorrow with a screensaver or a screen protector, because for the marathon, I'm gonna have my watch on this hand and then the phone on the other hand, because I think it'd be cool to kind of document the entire marathon on this phone. And cool thing about it, which I'm gonna quickly show you and stop talking because this video has been a lot of yapping. But the reason why I purchased this phone is because of the camera capability. So I'm trying to do this so you guys can see. So right now this is photo, but this is video, right? This is video. Look at how cool. There's a setting right here. Wait, let me see. Dual capture. Look at how sick that looks. So right now, so you guys can have some perspective. Let me see right here. There we go. So right now you're seeing myself with the back camera, and you're seeing yourselves with the front facing camera that's right here. So look at how sick this looks. Imagine, me filming, I'm running the marathon. And then as you're seeing my face and seeing, mile 1, blah, 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 you're also seeing the crowds cheering all the runners on the side. So that was a cool aspect that I was like, I want that because I want to document the marathon in a very unique way that I haven't seen anyone. Obviously, the iPhone 17 got released a couple of weeks ago, so no one I think has thought about this feature per se for a marathon. Maybe there is a video out there, but just save this video right here that I was the one that thought about the idea of filming dual capture your marathon, or your first marathon for me. Filming yourself while filming what you're seeing. Because the marathon is a lot about not only your running, but also the environment, the atmosphere, the crowds, the posters that people create, the people that dress up in costumes and things. It's a lot about the experience of humans as a whole, the energy that you're not only, giving to them when you're running and they're excited and proud of, you, but it's kind of like a two-way street. And it's one of those rare occasions, I mentioned this before, where regardless of what political beliefs, religion, etc., everyone can come together as one and support one another as humans. And that's pretty special. I want to capture that. So I thought that idea of, filming the marathon in dual capture mode, because then you can see my face and I can kind of tell you how I'm feeling throughout the race, but also you get to experience POV in real time of the path, of the people cheering, and those things that I think is makes the marathons a very special thing. But really excited about my purchases. These are actually huge investments for me. Obviously the watch not only is gonna help me for my marathon, but after the marathon, once I kind of settle into my day-to-day routine of exercising and training for just weightlifting and just being in better health and being better overall, that'll help me with tracking my sleep, because there's a way that you can track your sleep, tracking my conditioning, my heart rate, and all those things within one same device, and it looks like a nice watch. So I love that about the Coral Space 3, and I'm really excited to try it out, put it to the ringer in a day or so. Well, tomorrow, Saturday for sure, during my shakeout run, and then on Sunday for the real test for the marathon. So that's that. And then obviously the phone for me, it's a huge investment. My iPhone 13, I've had it for 2+ years, and it's a huge jump from 128 gigs to 1 terabyte. But I think that'll give me the comfort and the peace of mind that I'll have enough space to take pictures and document everything, every day of my life. Tomorrow I'm going to the expo, which that'll be another video for you guys, because this one's already too long with all my yapping. But I'll capture it on short form videos on Instagram and TikTok or YouTube Shorts. I'll do my best to capture as much as I can, because this is my first marathon, and I want anyone that's interested in running it, or anyone that hasn't ran it before, they can have some insights as to what the experience is like. Because it's not only running the marathon, it's about the expo and the weekend leading up to it, the shakeout runs. If you are a part of a team or a part of a group, taking pictures with your group, going on shakeout runs with your group. If you're traveling, there's different marathons. Like recently, a couple weeks ago, it was the Berlin Marathon. People travel to Berlin, stay for a weekend or a week to do the marathon and enjoy the sights of Berlin, and do the Chicago Marathon, the Boston Marathon, the New York, and other Sydney also. And it's just amazing to get to kind of capture that journey of someone that will inspire you to find your own marathon, your own challenge. It doesn't have to be a marathon. It can be like a 5K, it can be a 10K, or it might not even be running. It might be just walking and starting to get active every single day instead of just scrolling and watching movies all night and all day. Just stepping outside for a little bit and exercising, and then implementing that a part of your routine. Because now with technology and everything being so accessible, like we don't have to go outside for any entertainment. We can watch YouTube videos, we can watch Twitch streamers, we can watch football on TV, movies, series, everything inside on the TV and also on our mobile devices. So I think it's important for us that despite the advancements in technology, that we can still go outside, as a lot of people say, touch grass, but it's more of like just being present and admiring your environment and just getting outside of your bubble of technology, because technology is amazing. It can connect you with people all over the world. I mean, this platform has done it for me. I've seen a lot of people comment from different parts of the world that I'm like, damn, that's crazy. I never would have thought that someone from Europe would be watching my YouTube video, somebody from India would be watching my YouTube video. But to see the impact that I could have with anyone, regardless of where they are at in the world, that's to me, that's a special thing. And if I can inspire someone to step outside and engage in an activity and better themselves health-wise, and also be a better person and just be a vessel of good in a world where a lot of things are going on, it's always good to have a great attitude and an attitude of gratitude. So with all that being said, I'm really excited about tomorrow. This will be the end of episode 5, which episode 5 was a lot of yapping. And I think obviously as it gets closer to the marathon, I have a lot of thoughts in my head, and that's why I'm voicing them out with you guys, because I'm honestly just excited about the marathon. I do have a goal of time, anywhere in the 3-hour range, but for me it's about just the journey, man. Starting from June, running a mile and for 3 days straight, and then from there building that up from like 5 miles, 6 mile runs, 8 mile long runs, 13, 15, 18.6. I've never would have thought, like a couple of months ago, I was like, damn, 18 miles? That's too much. But now I can say that I've done that. And on Sunday afternoon, I'll confidently say to you that I did it. I did 26.2 miles, whether that's however it is. Running, if I ran and halfway, my goal is not to stop. My goal is to continue to push forward, continue to move, because that's life. It is when you are the most uncomfortable, and it is when you're right there on the verge of stopping and turning your back around, that is where the breakthrough is. And that is why I signed up for the marathon, and why I'm a part of the Children's Cancer's research team as well. That every step that I'm taking is impacting the lives of people, not only around me, but people that I don't even know are going through tough times, and I'm being an engine and a vessel of good for them. So there's a lot of thoughts. I will probably continue talking more tomorrow, because at this point the training is done. I just have to do a shakeout run tomorrow, and that's just to get the legs loose and ready for Sunday. But now it's just being in the moment, enjoying it as much as I can. I've been watching already TikTok videos of people that went to the expo and got their bibs and everything, and that'll be me tomorrow. So we'll continue documenting on the next episode, but for now, it's your boy Jonathan, and we're taking it, as always, one day at a time, one step at a time. See you tomorrow.